It's kind of the Cotton Eye Joe of bolts. Where did you come from? Where did you go? All right, well, the transmission has spent actually not all that long, less than a week really, at the transmission shop getting the LSD put in, and so it's time to slap it on the side of the engine. Well, the transmission is back from the transmission shop with the LSD installed, and we'll have a good trip. The only obvious change here is this little bead of sealant overflowing, which I'm fine with. I'd rather have that a little bit extra flowing out than not enough to keep dust out. But before I get this attached back to the engine, I need to do a little bit of repair. So the shift tower here, you can see where this plastic bushing here is very much worn out, and that's going to need replacement. There's fortunately a guy online who 3D prints these things. And then up under here where you can't really see is another small one, and somewhere in here there's going to be a round one, but I think I have to take this apart to actually get to see those. So let's start that process. All right, so let's see here. Oh boy, this is going to be one of those breaker bar things, isn't it? Maybe not. Okay. Was able to get that. Of course, half the problem is that this is not connected to anything anymore, so it wants to tend to rotate a little bit back and forth. Let's see if I can get this without the breaker bar. Fuck it, breaker bar. Given that most of the other trans bolts are, only torqued to like 40, 50, something like that, it's, I was not really expecting to have this much difficulty with these. You fool! All right, for reassembly purposes, by the way, this is up. Okay, that's loose enough. I can probably get away with grabbing the electric one. Now the question is whether I will also have to take out this third bolt. And the answer is probably not for this particular piece. This is supposed to be completely square, and you can tell how off that is. Not even close. In fact, it's actually almost starting to rub through to the actual pin underneath. Woo! Close. All right, and it's the instructions say to make sure that I soak the thing in hot water, so I did not do that yet. One kettle cycle later. How easy? Oh, that came off easily. Yes, you're not supposed to be able to see through that. Okay. Yeah, I guess getting to this one is going to require taking that bolt off. I wonder if there's a chunk of plastic under there. And fortunately, I was smart enough to realize that This hot water I didn't really want to put my hands into. Unfortunately, I wasn't bright enough to bring tweezers that are actually long enough. These are add some tissue forceps for the set Who Cares About Such Things. That's a little one. I guess I can just spill some out. Okay, and now that I have successfully speared this, we can probably slip it on. Woo! Don't spill, don't spill. Okay, and presumably this will get into the correct orientation when I slot this part on. There we go. Maybe, sorta. I mean, it's what I got. I have no particular torque spec for this, so we'll just figure something out. Now the trick to making sure that I can get this out later is to not use the end, and maybe not use all my strength either. Now this will get me to the other. This did not seem to be quite as tight as that first one. There's the other piece of plastic. That was actually in pretty good shape. Oh, there's a metal sleeve to that one. I better save that. Come here. Snap that right off. Yeah, since I don't really care about this piece, I can mangle it in any way, shape, or fashion that I desire. Yeah, it's in rough shape. Maybe I did not use hot enough water to make this flexible to get it, or actually it probably just cooled. There we go. Oh no, I broke one of the tabs. Shit. Oh yeah, that's cooling rapidly. So this sits out here, this goes in there, and where did I put the... This actually looks so good that I'm kind of tempted to leave it, because that's metal on the inside, and it actually doesn't look bad on the outside. Yeah, it's still a pretty tight fit. That doesn't really... All right. I don't feel bad about leaving that one. Oh, that's tight. Which actually is good. I do not mind. I was kind of just watching myself struggle with getting the trans on last time, and I'm going to see if I can get it from this angle more easily with the clutch face kind of up and the engine backed up against there to kind of maximize things. I do have to get these out of the way a little better if I'm going to try that, though. And line this up as well as I can. Fortunately, there's little posts here, and we'll see how this goes. Boy, fuck balls. This is still heavy, regardless of where I'm putting it. Hey, fingers, okay. I'm beginning to get the feeling that this is just either you're lucky and it pops on, or you're unlucky and it doesn't pop on. Yeah, I feel like the contact here is causing it to move the splines back and forth. Oh, hey, there we go. Brilliant. Where did I put the fucking bolts? Actually, a better question is, where did I put the fucking bolt pattern? I lost, or maybe threw away, probably actually, the diagram that showed all the exact sizes for the bolts and whatnot, although I suppose if I just do trial and error, this should not be a big deal. Battery cables need to come up and around, but the starter needs to engage, so while I'm thinking about it, I may as well just grab the starter and throw it in place. Battery cable comes up and around, and oh, good thing I remembered that, because this battery cable is going to have to... Woo! Haha! Really? How is there anything left? The amount of antifreeze that will live inside an engine even after draining is astounding. Yeah, I had a little diagram that showed me where each individual bolt went, at what length, and all that stuff, and can't find it.
You've been waiting up all night, heavy breathing, dim the light. I've been waiting right outside for you to come grab my thighs. It's all blurry. And
Somehow I just kept missing that hole. Well, yeah, I'll admit it. I kept missing that hole. Note to self, buy more thread locker. And this, I think, I'm going to blame it on the fact that it was right next to the starter bolt. that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Because, you know, what kind of moron would put two bolts that close to each other?
I mean, I talked to him yesterday. He promised he would come. But now I can't forget.
Elevator going up, busy, so I turn my phone off. I'm crazy and messed up, now I can't talk. And I hate to admit I took you real.
Kind of see in how terrible a spot this is to work in. Apparently it's loose enough that it's not even going to ratchet back and forth at this point. Great. Can I get this in here? I don't think I can. But I'm willing to try. No, not from that angle. And, well, okay. All right, well, that ended up working, strangely enough. Sometimes I feel like not trying it and then discovering that it works is some sort of weird, masochistic way to hurt myself, or I don't know. Some sort of weird self-sabotage thing. Calling all y'all. Alright, so now I need to get this on a piece of cardboard to drag its ass open. Oh, hey, maybe I should get the upper engine mount thing in place. Yeah, there's shit to do in the engine bay before I can do anything with this. Well, there are a few things under the hood to do, but fortunately there's not too many of them, so that should be a relatively, I mean, by my standards, quick thing to take care of. Then we can finally get the engine in and see if it runs, and, well, ran when removed, right? Kind of like a Craigslist line, so that'll be exciting. In the rest of the real world, the car is getting ready for SOFR here. I'm probably going to register for that later tonight because I'm confident I'll have it ready in time. So excited for that, and excited to continue the build. See ya, Space Cowboy. So I'm at the point where it's kind of trial and error. Mostly error.